Alright guys, I'm hoping that I can do a quicker video. I just tried to do one that was like 15 minutes long, so I'm going to go faster. I just want to point out some things on your lesson plan and show you how you can use the online curriculum to plan your lesson plan. Alright, so here I have a document. It's got A2's lesson plan. This is the paper copies I'm going to give you. It's going to have all of this, including the newsletter. It also has A3. So A3, this is what yours looks like. Something I want to point out that I've italicized, not italicized, I put in red. An asterisk at the top is the only things that you have to pull from the curriculum are the things that are italicized. On this version or this video I show you, it's also the things that are in red. Everything else you're going to be pulling from your brain or the internet or your friends. You can pull it from the book if you want, but the only things you have to are the things, again, italicized and in red. So A2, you have two things, the morning message and the teacher table alphabet time. Notice nothing else is red or italicized. Let's go to A3. A3, the only thing red and italicized is the social emotional development activity and then the teacher table alphabet time. I have students ask, Ms. Fish, why does A2 and A3 do the teacher table alphabet time? It's because teacher table is essentially literacy. Reading, writing, speaking. These are skills I want our students or the preschoolers to have a firmer grasp on, or a firm grasp on when they move on to kindergarten. So I want to stress it. I want to give them many opportunities to practice. So that's why we do it twice. Right, the other thing I want you guys to be made aware of, if you teach only one day, you have to do every center that day. And I list them all for you, and then you can see them here. So if you teach one day, you have to do teacher table alphabet time. You have to do dramatic play, but you'll notice these two centers, you can choose to do one or the other if you do 2 days. So if you do one lesson, you're going to do this one, you're going to do creative art, you're going to do science and sensory, you're going to do math, you're going to do English, and you're going to do dramatic play. You probably don't have room to do both in this little box. If you want to do it on another piece of paper, you can, or I have some students just half every single box to do both in this one little space. So whatever works better for you. So you have to do every single one if you're doing one lesson. If you're doing two, you're going to have to do teacher time or teacher table. You're going to choose one or the other of each of these, and then you're going to have to do dramatic play. So let me give you an example. If you are doing nature and you're like, man, I got the best science and sensory activity ever, you would choose science and sensory for your first lesson, and then your second lesson you would have to do creative art. Maybe you have a Valentine's Day lesson and you found something great for math. If that's your first lesson, you're doing math the first lesson, and then you will do the English language your next lesson. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, send me an email or come talk to me. All right, the next thing that I wanted to point out is how you can access the curriculum. And this might have me signed in already. Oh good, it doesn't. All right, so I give you the URL. You can access the curriculum online or with the books that I have in the preschool room. There's 10 units, 10 books. You're welcome to check them out with me. Come see them for a second, take pictures of them. But a lot of you, it's just more convenient to access them online. So you're going to click this link, right? And it's going to take you here. I give you my user and my password, which is carlyfish@gmail.com. And then it's Cavekids 17 from 2017. It's an old password. All right, you're going to come to this screen. In our preschool, you are a teacher. You're teaching the kids, so you're going to click the teacher edition. Up here at the top are a lot of cool things, but the only thing you really need to know about is resources. We are using this as a resource to help plan your lessons. So you can click on Resource Library. If you'd like to access the PDF books to plan your lessons, like the unit books, go to Teacher Resources and Teacher Edition PDFs, and you're going to find all 10 here. Let's go into one in more detail. Let's go into Unit 1. One of the cons of this is because it's a PDF, it's going to take a while to load, and they're big books, so it could take a bit if you don't have good internet connection. But I want to show you how you can find things. The beginning of the book is basically just all like the author information and like telling you about the book. So what we're looking for is we're looking to get to Unit 1, Day 1. So I'm going to keep going Do, 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 do. And here we go. I found Unit 1, who we are. Usually the first page of every unit is going to have, or every week is going to have the morning message on it. But because this is the very first page of the entire book, it looks a bit different, but you can still find what you need coming up here. So yeah, this is just kind of introing Unit 1. So we're going to go down and we're going to look for day 1. So we're going to go to day 1. And you can see this is the other annoying thing about it is you're literally just scrolling for a bit. For a second. Gives you some more detail. What books are you going to use for the week? Okay, here we go. We found day 1. So this day 1 is usually where you're going to have the morning message. And it includes a discussion and it includes a question. But usually it's going to look a bit different. It's going to look kind of like a green chalkboard, I guess you could say. So A2, you're going to be finding your morning message on each day, the first page of each day. And then A3, right after that, the next page, you're going to find your social emotional development activity. Sometimes this includes a book. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes the activity is super simple. Yes, you can make it more engaging. Sometimes it's really hard. Yes, you can simplify it. You're going to have to use your knowledge of the students and DAP and the time that we have to create, something that will work well. If we keep going, the very next page after that is our alphabet time teacher table. You'll notice here it says alphabet time and here it says teacher table. So this is going to be your alphabet teacher time activity. Again, it might be easy, so you might want to make it harder. It might be too hard, so you want to make it easy. Something good to keep in mind is it might ask you to use a specific type of material or curriculum, book or something like that. This is asking for the literacy and language flip chart. This would be something good to write under materials because it's something you need for your activity. All right. Let's show another example. Okay, so here we're going to come up on day 2. All right, here's day 2. Again, day 2, morning message, here it is. Describes what you're going to do, has a question. You do not have to do, it says gather children and sing the theme song, the Hokey Pokey. You can do it, most kids know that song, but if you don't want to, you can just do a graduation song that we're learning, preparing the kids to sing at our graduation at the end of the year. So you literally write this down right here on your lesson plan. Very next page, A3, here's social and emotional development. Boom. And then the very next page is the alphabet time teacher table. Here's your activity. I want you to see, because you might be like, Miss Fish, A2 and A3 both do it. Aren't we going to do the same thing? No, because I tell you, A2 can only ever choose from day 1 and 2 from the weeks for their teacher table. A3, however, can choose from days 3 through 5. So you will never be overlapping because you have different days to choose from. Right, the other thing I wanted to show you is there's a lot of other resources in here, so there's different activities that you can use. If you keep going, we'll happen upon some science stuff, and look, here's a science activity. Exploring pumpkins, having kids pull out strings and seeds. Again, you do not have to pull out anything that's not italicized from the curriculum, but feel free to use the ideas and things that they have here. As long as you make it your own, I guess, if you need to. Okay, here's day 3, A2, morning message, question. Remember, it looks kind of like that green blackboard. Right after A3, you'll find your social emotional development activity, and I want to show you that you can find the curriculum resources online. So here, for the social emotional activity, they want you to read this Story You Can Do It, Little Kangaroo, in this I Learn and Play in School book. So if you come back here, you can actually, let me see if I can go back, search for a book or the curriculum, and here it is. I found that big book. I'm going to click on it. It wants me to read the kangaroo story. Oh no, I expired. But I think I had it pulled up. Did I? Let's see. Essentially, you can get on there and it will have the entire book for you, and you can just go to the right, to the left. Let's try one more time though. Oh, now it worked. See, you can go to the right or the left. You'll see that you can do a little kangaroo. Here's a story. So you can preview or read through your story before class, so you feel more confident in it. But everything's here, guys. Like, this is a great resource for you. You can search things, find what you need. You can look at the PDFs. And of course, if this does not help you and you still have questions, I am more than happy to have you come in and talk to me. That is what I'm here for. And it's really so fun to be able to create a lesson that the students are engaged in and enjoy. And so, yeah, I am here to help you be successful in that. And I'm excited. Ask me if you have any questions or email me. Thanks.